Hello everyone, in the next video from Flashpoint campaign Southern Storm, and today we are going to start a new scenario. Still one of those smaller ones, but looks like we have only two left. Right? Right. Last time we've been playing Hunting in the Woods, so now it's time to start Lesson of War. The starting date is very similar or exactly the same as previous scenarios. And let's take a quick look at that scenario and what it offers. So, first let me start a timer. Okay. This is a 4-hour scenario on the Königsfeld map. The scenario has a total of approximately 30 units combined between 80s West German. Okay. Uh, hmm. Not very happy of that, but fair enough. Versus Soviet Union forces. Okay, let's read the brief. Lesson of War. 20th July 1999, 12:00. Königsfeld, Germany. West German versus Soviet forces. At the same time that East German TV viewers were bombarded with an unwanted dose of the Schwarze Kanal, the cavalrymen of the 2-2 ACR conducted their usual patrol of the border. Operating out of Camp Harris, Camp Coburg, located in the town of Coburg, the 2-2 ACR had a privileged position to note any unusual developments or movements on the other side of the border. Despite the scenic and peaceful landscape, the border was actually massive with a deadly system of barriers. Metal fences, coupled with barbed wire, warning devices, watchtowers and concrete walls constituted a significant barrier to anyone thinking about crossing it. From its camp at Hof, vehicle and foot patrols were conducted, all under the watchful eye of helicopters. On this evening, at the end of their patrol, the troopers of Ghost Troop reported that the sound of engines could be heard in the distance. This by itself was not unheard of. What was more alarming was that their short-range communications were being jammed adjacent to the border. As a report was filled and ready to send to 2nd ACR HHT, the sound of low-flying jets on an east-west road could be heard. As the alert lever was raised, Camp Harris was amongst the first targets for Soviets SSMs. Those are short missiles. I don't know what S stands for. It's not a cruise, it's not a ballistic. I have no clue. Anyway, let's continue. The camp was quickly engulfed by chaos as the war nobody expected would came crashing down from the sky. The camp reaction force quickly sprang into action, and the evacuation started in earnest. All contact with their higher HQ had been lost. Wonderful. What Ghost Troop heard was the approaching advance column of the Soviet 39th Mechanized Division. The division commander of the 39th Mechanized Division knew his task. He had the advantage over his peers that his division had one of the closest targets to reach. He had the disadvantage that he would have to cut across a sector that had forces from 4 different divisions of 2 different nationalities. He was banking on chaos and high tempo to allow him to quickly slice the enemy force in two while driving a deep wedge aimed first at Bamberg and afterwards Nuremberg. The command staff of the division spent an anxious 19th making an anxious 19th what once again. The command staff of the division spent an anxious 19th. Okay, that's a date. Making sure that all of last minute preparations were in place. The CEO and the political officer sat for the first time in years following the DFF evening broadcast. As soon as Unser Sandmännchen was cancelled, the 39th Mechanized Division HQ exploded into an hive of activity. Wow, that's a long brief. This is a full story. The situation at the front developed reasonably quickly. As the NATO communications were jammed, Soviet forces breached the frontier whilst SSMs and tactical aviation pummeled high-value targets. Even though it was expected, it did not make the situation any less confusing, nor did it prevent chaos from ensuing. The throng of refugees started far quicker than NATO expected. The command paralysis in NATO was real due indecision and to the efficient communication jamming by the other side. Units at the front were temporarily left to their own devices. They had been trained to operate like this, but that did not prevent mistakes, inaction, or excess of zeal. Okay, that's the last part left. The 39th Mechanized Division came crashing down on the defense. Engineers and artillery made short work of the border obstacles. Within minutes, APCs and tanks were rolling on West Germany. If there was one thing that the CEO of the 39th Mechanized Division instilled in his junior officers was the need for tempo, like always in case of Russia. The offensive could not stop. They had to advance, advance, advance. One thing that would be said in the future. He was blessed with officers that listened to him. Okay, that's something new in Russian army. The 39th Mechanized Division skirted Coburg, following parallel to the main road to Bamberg. They penetrated into a void in NATO's defense and advanced through a corridor bound by four NATO formations that initially expected each other to make the counter. The fourth detachment knew it was vital to reach the main and cross it as quickly as possible. That was just what they did. By this time, local NATO forces were also a hive of activity. NATO aerial forces had begun to offer a degree of protection. Jamming was also starting to be localized rather than a blanket. The commander of the West German Panzergrenadier Battalion 102, or 102nd, was still struggling to get clear orders or even a decent idea of what was happening around him. At about the same time, the advanced forces of the 39th Mechanized Division were approaching the main road connecting Bamberg to Bayreuth. Bayreuth? 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 Hmm. I'm very sorry, but I'm not sure. Scouts from the Panzergrenadier Battalion 103rd collided with them. In a moment of rash decision-making, the CEO of the Panzergrenadier Battalion 102 102nd decided to pull his scouts and launch a hasty attack with whatever forces he could quickly mobilize against the 39th Mechanized Division. After all, what resistance could a small, poorly trained Soviet advance force offer? Hmm. Okay, so that's a scenario briefing. It took almost 7 minutes to read all of that. Wow. We are starting at 12 in the morning. That's good. Uh, unless we are supposed to attack, then that's gonna be a issue. Okay, let's proceed. A computer opponent, you will be player 1 NATO commander, and battle planning options for Warsaw Pact. I think we'll go for random selection for the first playthrough. And oh, it has been changed to veteran? No, go for Gronard. Let's proceed. And boom, we are here. Lieutenant Colonel Zeilinger, welcome to the lesson of war scenario. You are commanding NATO forces and have 4 hours to accomplish the mission described in your scenario briefing. Your forces are composed of 5 groups of units, extensive descriptions of which are found in the operations, people and logistics and fire support staff reports. Information about the opposing forces are available from the Intel staff report. Uh, you are responsible for a total of 13 Recce, 24 APCs, 36 infantry, 7 HQ, 4 air defense, 3 self-prepared artillery, and 12 utility subunits worth 2088 victory points. Remember, these assets are all but irreplaceable. Good luck. Okay, so looks like we have only mechanized, or I would even say motorized forces. 13 Recce, 24 APCs, and 36 infantry. And that's about it. We don't have any armored units, no tank platoons, nothing like that. So we are relying heavily on infantry. Okay, let's proceed then. Quick look at the map. Okay, this is the map. Here we have objectives. So looks like we are again in offensive. Hmm. Looks like that. Let's see scenario description. No, I'm not going to read that again. Hmm. Can I find some information what I am supposed to do exactly? Mission briefing. Okay. Situation. Earlier this morning, the Warsaw Pact crossed the inner German border, destroying the light forces along the border and advancing quickly westward. The Soviets are being led by 39th Motor Rifle Division (MRD). The division is driving towards Bamberg with its key road network. So far, they have been very aggressive and advancing quickly. The NATO response has been hampered by electronic jamming and Spetsnaz activities. Do we have Bamberg on map? There is no Bamberg, right? No, it's not. Okay. Mission: secure the crossroads at Stadelhofen by 16 July 20, 1982. 89, I'm sorry. Detachment 4th Panzergrenadier Battalion 102, 102nd. Coordinating instructions, fire support. A mortar PL, is it PL, has been placed under command for this mission. PL, I think it stands for platoon. Notes from BD staff. The crossroads at Stadelhofen are essential to slowing down the Soviet penetration. Hmm. And that's the map. Okay, so we don't know where they are, right? Those objectives belong to us at that point. Where I should expect my enemies then? The division is driving towards Bamberg with its key road network along the border and advancing quickly westward. Okay, so I believe they are going to attack from that area? Or from where? Or from north? They are moving westwards. I believe they will start somewhere here in the top right corner, but I'm not sure. We don't have that information, which is a problem actually. Map overlay. Oh yeah, it also doesn't say anything. Hmm. Sitrep. Engineering, air support. Let's see, we have information here. Airspace control, strong Warsaw Pact, like always. Lovely. The cloud sailing is quite high compared to previous scenarios, so probably I should expect some close air support missions by Warsaw Pact, diaries, and mission capable subunits. Okay, it's not good. It's definitely not good. Yeah, our forces are quite limited, I would say. So we have 3 companies? Yeah, okay. And those are very similar units to the ones we had during crossing the Valnap scenario. So you have a couple of good ATGMs, mostly Milan 2. We have nine of them with the infantry itself. I mean 9 rounds and 15 rounds with Marders. Of course, it's not a lot, but it can be devastating firepower. Also, we have Recon. That's a standard motorcycle Recon, equipped only with G3 rifle and hand grenade. Fair enough. Are all units the same? Yeah, let's quickly take a look at that. That's a first company, or actually second company from 102nd Panzergrenadier Battalion. The third company, yeah, it's exactly the same. Also, we have guys with Panzerfaust, okay. And they have assigned FLA regiment, that's a flak regiment, right? And they have 2 Stingers. each 8 rounds. 4 rounds. Okay. In terms of air defense, that's good. Then we have the third company. Okay, so we don't have only first company, we have second and third. And let's take a look at that unit. Oh, thank you game for helping me doing that. Yeah, that's a copy of the second company. Good. Then we have Aufklar. I have no clue. Okay, so that's a reconnaissance section. We have one section with Wolves, which are jeeps. And then we have section of two motorcycle recon guys. And then we have what? Same, two motorcycle recon. Okay. And then we have also mortar platoon. Huge thing. It's 120mm Tempela, medium mortar. Okay, yeah. 120mm, it's quite heavy. Good to know, but it's only a platoon with 48 rounds and 3 of them in total. Hmm. Wow, that's gonna be interesting scenario. Let's take a look at the other facts. So, yeah, we have 12:00. Fair enough. Our command cycle is 24 minutes. What else? Electronic warfare comms interference is high. Okay. And now it's the question, what should I do? Okay, looks like I can put... What's that? That's a wolf. I can put it on the objective as a starting point. Interesting. Probably I should do it. Yeah, and that's my recon. I don't know where I should locate them, honestly. Because I have no clue where enemies will be. Of course I have HQ too. I have two martyrs, which is nice, but I don't think I should use them for combat itself. So they will sit in the back. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So first of all, let's place some of our units very quickly. I think I will send 6 of Kla to Wotzendorf to provide some overview. I have the 4th of Kla, and where I should put them. Maybe in Vonsis? I'm quite unsure about what we can find out here. Of course, that's pretty annoying that I'm gonna see the deployment zone. Okay, anyway. From that location, I could see quite a lot. From that location, not really. Thank you, game, for helping me. Okay. What about concealment cover? 68 and 75. Okay, yeah, let's put that unit here. And now, where I should put my gentleman? Okay, I think I will take second company and send them towards the left objective. We have to hold both, right? Okay, that's gonna be really challenging with only two mechanized infantry companies and single mortar support. Unless we have something in off-map assets. No, we don't. Wow. They expect a lot from us. Ho ho ho. I'm sorry. That's the third company. Okay, where is first company? I have really no clue from where they will attack. What if they decide to go this way? Hopefully not. Okay. Also the deployment implies something. Unless it's misleading. We have HQ over here. So if we have HQ over here, I don't think they will attack from that side. Maybe from the north. Another thing is that if I split my forces, that's not gonna work at all. That's the real issue. Let's see. That, yeah, that city. I would like to take control of that city. That's a vital point. And also that road here, especially that section which is uh, at the edge of the forest. That's a perfect place for the ambush. And of course that little ridge here east of the first objective. That's also a great position. The problem is I really don't know where they start and whether I'm gonna have enough time to get into those objectives. So I will send my second company down here, so to the western objective, and the first company will try to get to the first objective, and we will see. Okay, so where is my first platoon? Okay, here it is. Let's move guys from that company. Oh, we have also HQ for my recon, where I should keep them. I don't have any good high ground, right? What you could see from that location? No, you could see something. What about that? Nothing. No, I don't think I should keep HQ so close. Unless here I have vision over here, a vision over here. Okay, I think HQ can stay here. And what we have over there? Yeah, we have third and the first platoon. Where is second platoon? Here you are. And also air defense. Good, good. Oh, actually, this is a nice place for air defense. Also, that's a stinger. It's manpad, and since it's a manpad, I think I should keep it as close as possible to my infantry. Otherwise, that's not gonna work. And also HQ for you, gentlemen. So HQ, I think I will keep you here. Seems quite dangerous location. Maybe here. Let's take a look at the command range. Okay. Oh, that's good enough. Okay. So this is a good starting point for you. hmm Now, here we have second company elements. So let's bring you guys closer. HQ. What's here? Third platoon. And you guys from HQ. I think you should follow different path. And I will locate you probably somewhere here. hmm That's a good place for you. This is a good cover, good concealment. Everyone should be in range, so it's gonna work for you. Or maybe here. That would also work. Yep. So let's go this way. And then we have also mortar platoon. Its max range is 6350. So where I should place you? Here in Vicentfels. Yeah, that's a good location for you. You should be able to fire support most of the troops. Of course, I could also locate him here so he could support both units. But first we'll move to Vicentfels. Yep, it's gonna work perfectly fine. And what's that? That's my main HQ, the whole unit. And your command is 10 kilometers. Where I should place you? Probably somewhere here would work. Here. Well, you have to have contact with the main HQ, right? So, yeah, probably I'm gonna send you to... What about Viher? Oh, that's also not a bad place, but maybe somewhere there. Cover 60%, concealment 83. I'm surprised that the cover in the urban area is so small. Oh, there's way more cover here. Perfect. I can do it. So I'll keep HQ here. And what else? Is that everything I should do for now? Maybe maybe I shouldn't place my units so close to the front line, but as far as I see, I don't think there will be any units located. That's actually way too close, even considering previous scenarios. I don't think enemies were so close, so hopefully it won't happen again. Or if it happens, then I will restart the scenario because that's not gonna make sense. Also, it's interesting that I can place unit here. Even my mechanized infantry can be placed here. This is weird. Do I miss something in the bottom corner, bottom left? Nope. Okay, good. Fair enough. Okay, so I think that would be it for the first video. As always, a bit more introductory into the scenario. In the next one, we will organize SOPs for all of our units and also plot movement orders on the map. So that's the goal for the next video, and probably from the third video we'll start playing the scenario. But for today, that would be it. I hope you enjoyed and see you in the next one. Once again, thank you and goodbye.